everybody, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Matt, and this is my basic tutorial on how to play a basic blues progression. So what we just played, I'm going to teach you how to do that. I'm going to break it down a little bit, and we're going to go a lot slower because it's important that you make sure that you hit all the right notes. So blues is broken up into 12-bar blues. That's what's the most well-known, I'm sure you've heard of it, blues and rock progressions. It has 12 bars, meaning there's 12 measures, and it just continues around and around. It has this thing called a shuffle feel, and a shuffle kind of has this kind of strumming pattern, like you can feel that. You slow it down. It still has that feel to it, that shuffle feel. It just is really, really cool. So for you at learning how to play, I'm always moving in the right direction and wanting to teach people how to get to the chords as fast as they can and stay in the same real estate or the same neighborhood, right? So I want you to play the first chord, and the first chord is going to be an A, but we're only going to play 2 notes in order to be able to play the A chord, because in order to make a chord, you just need 2 notes. So we have this A, and then you move your index finger on that 2nd fret, and then you're on the D string, and this is the A and the E, so that's the position right there. Now, you want to make sure that you keep your index finger right there on that 2nd fret, and your ring finger moves to the 4th fret. So that's where you're going to be. You're going to be first, this 2nd fret and this 4th fret. You don't have to move anywhere else. So when you play that first chord, it's A, and then, so try it with me, real slow. Try it again. Great. So now we're going to move from the A, we're going to move to the E. So you just move the index finger down 1 string, and then you're on that 3rd string, and you're going to play the open D with a closed A. And if you'll notice, that note, it sounds familiar because that's the top part of this chord, but we're only going to play these 2 notes. So in this blues shuffle, we're only concerned with 2 notes. And then we're going to add in a note as we go forward. So here's the D. Same pattern. So now let's add the shuffle feel to it. So, and what we're doing is playing 8th notes, but don't worry about exactly where that all lands. You just have to feel this. That's why the blues is so demonstrative and so emotional, is because once you get a hold of it, you get locked in. It just feels right. So Eric Clapton said that he was happy in the blues, and I understand why. So starting from the beginning, we're having A. Starting to get that shuffle feel. Go to the E, or the D, excuse me. Back to the A. It's the A progression. Now we're going to go to the E, and all we have to do for the E is just move up 1 string and keep that same pattern. So we're open and closed on that 5th string. All right? So when we're going to do a 12-bar blues, we want to count it. So as we're counting, we want to play on this. We want to count the 1 on this note. So here we go. 1. So 1. That's how you count it, so you know that you're in a 12-bar blues. Because over time, you won't have to really count it. But for us in this demonstration, and we're just kind of getting used to it, you're like, how many times do I have to do this? Because you kind of lose track. Don't count it on this part, count here. So we're going to do that 8 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to switch. 1. So don't count 1 there like I just did. Count 1 on the double hit. Right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you do that 4 times, and then go back to the A. Do that 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go to the E and do that 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go to the A. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the cycle continues to repeat. Now you can do something fancy at the end, and instead of going to 4, on 3 you just do, and you hit this note, and you can finish like that. So when you go to that E, it sounds, and we're going to resolve. So that's just open D, and we're going to walk up. It's like what the bass line would be doing. So D, so you're on that 4th string, so D, D sharp to E. And that's it. So as a recap, I want to make sure that you're doing this in a shuffle feel. So this is your A, your E, or your D, excuse me. So just as a recap, you want to make sure that this is the A. Then you go to the D, back to the A, to the E, to the A. Pretty cool, right? All right, that's my tutorial on basic blues pattern, and it's relatively simple. Don't make it complicated, and don't go too fast. Play to feel. That's what we always want to reiterate. Want to make sure we tell you. Have fun with this. Don't get too crazy. Don't get too critical, because it might take a little bit of time to be able to get it going. But once you lock it in, I'm sure you'll be playing it all the time. So that's it for me. We'll see you guys in the next one.